Hey guys, welcome to my Cactus of the Day video. So, I'm out in the garden and it's beautiful. Like, check out the sky. Super blue. I don't think there are like, clouds and all. It's a very nice day. Great day for sunburn. And I've already selected a few plants that I wanted to put aside because I've seen the sunburn happening. And that's what I've said in my frost video. When you bring plants from the cellar or from inside the house and they haven't gotten real light, they will instantly get sunburn. And yeah, let's have a look. Here's a little seedling that I put aside. This will heal, this is no problem. But if I kept it in the sun now, this is a good sign that something isn't right, like that it would continue to burn. Then here, this one, here you can see these pseudolobivia, they can get discolorations and all, but not like this, not this faint. You can really see if you zoom in that it's burned. So yeah, I put these aside too. I had sorted them out, so I'm not really worried if it's not really important for me, like if I would lose one. But of course I want every plant that I have to like thrive, so I put it aside to put it at a more shady spot. Here's another one that I put aside. These were all in the same bucket, so this was probably at a very exposed position. Same here, yeah. But the plants need to get used to it now. Harden up, guys. I mean, come on. Yeah, what else? There would be more sunburn. I think it's impossible to not get sunburn. This plant needs to be moved now. There you can see it happening. It's just something I do not have enough shady spots to put these in. And if I had, I wouldn't want to give it to them because they need to get used to the sun. I mean, it's just, I don't have the time to slowly adapt grafting stocks or, plants that I will sort out anyway. So they will be having a few stressful weeks or maybe a month, but then they will continue to grow. Even the ones that will burn badly. We're doing an experiment with them too. Over here I have lobivia that I brought out, and these will get instantly watered and fertilized now. Maybe today, but I'm pretty low on the energy level. I've had a long day. Some appointments and all that stuff. So it's actually time to like have a nap or something, but I really don't wanna put them in the sun if I don't water them right away. If you put something into full sun, it needs full water also. I mean, of course, don't overwater them and keep them wet when there's frost during the night, but apart from that, if you put something like this and the midday sun will hit it, you best start watering. I mean, it's already springtime temperatures, and that's important if you have something outside. I've been removing the heaters from the greenhouses, and this one is the last one. 21 degrees Celsius. So this is the digital thermostat. You can like set the temperature here. Right now it's set at 1 degree Celsius. The moment it's getting colder, it kicks the heater, it starts the heater, and the heater only runs until the temperature is reached, and then it stops again. Otherwise you would heat the greenhouse in a very uneconomic way, and it would also mean that like the plants don't get a winter experience, which I consider a huge problem. I mean, look at the plants that are grown inside the house and with etulation and stuff. You've seen the stuff that came from the cellar. probably in the video. They look like crap. I don't like that at all. I'll kick this thing out of the greenhouse if it doesn't stop falling over. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to empty the door, to empty the greenhouse and make my way in, but it isn't easy. It's time to get everything out. Okay, last one here. This is a manufacturer called BioGreen. I'm not sponsored by them. They're not paying me. I just couldn't find anything comparable like on the market, like in regards to the thermostat and stuff. Maybe there is some, but I didn't find it. Finally able to walk into my greenhouse again. Such a great feeling, and just at the right time because we need to start. Otherwise, they are starting to they get this discoloration at the tip from thirst, and I really want to avoid that because it stops the active growth. Sometimes the tip terminates, nothing continues to grow, or it takes a year or two to pop again, and I want to avoid that. So next days I will start watering this greenhouse here. I already watered the seedlings on the shelves, and yeah, this one is the first that will be repotted. I did not get to do that last year, but I wanted to do it, and this one will get a big pot now. This is a cool flower, huge yellow ruffled flowers. I love this one, and I want to have it in a bigger pot where it can actually thrive. I often keep plants in small pots until I know if I will keep them or not. But when I keep something, then I'm definitely willing to give it bigger pots. But I don't up pot very exponentially large. I don't try to go from a very tiny pot to a huge pot right away. I just try to do it in a way that makes sense, where the root system still has a little bit of hold in the pot and still has space for the roots to grow. So yeah, this looks great, right? I love it. Something magical about a greenhouse full of cacti in the evening. And I like the Hilde Winterer hanging pots. That's good. This year I will put a few more of them into these pots. I wanted to do it last year, but I couldn't afford to buy more hanging basket pots because they aren't super cheap. They aren't super expensive either. But I had so many things to pay for, and yeah, I just moved them. I kept them in the old pots and moved them into the greenhouses, and I want to pot them into something like this because they do so well. They respond so well. If you see the photos of them, or the videos from last year, they have turned out very nicely. They're just looking so much healthier. So I will probably put more on this rod and on this rod. Yeah, and I have the other greenhouse where I could put some up too. Here, could I maybe put another one? But I don't want to break the greenhouse. I don't know what the limit is. I think they said something about what it can hold, and it should actually be all right, but I don't know for sure. So let's get this thing into the cellar. Over here I have seedlings, and these need work too, urgently. There are too many seedlings in the pots and they need water now. I've brought these from inside. Already lost something, and this stuff bothers me so much. It angers me. Hulk, I'm really, really angered, because the stem stuff does fly everywhere around in the garden, and one accident and you never get it away. How do you want to brush all that stuff in the grass? It just stays there, and that I don't like that. I think I might have to get rid of pumice too. finally able to walk into this greenhouse too. And guys, the plants look good. Last year I just threw the stuff inside and it was totally chaotic. Of course there's some problems here and there, but most of them look pretty good. I mean, that's the difference that it makes when you have them in the right soil, give them the right fertilizer, give them water most of the time. Then when they get into a situation where you have, like, for example, depression, phase of depression or something like that, and you kind of neglect them for a month or two, and they forgive that when you care for them well before that. You know, every now and then, a month or two isn't really a big deal for plants if they are cared for in a good way and aren't in an environment where the sun burns holes into them. This one is a very sun sensitive plant, and I think, I don't know, it keeps getting sunburn every year. But this is such a good hybrid. Andreas Wessner hybrid. And I've seen photos from Argentina, where this plant is grown by a friend of mine, and it has the same sunburn there. So something in regards to the sun resistance, ability to resist sunlight is not alright with this one. So yeah. But it's flowering this year, and we'll see how it goes, like long term. Before, like in the years before, it always recovered, but it always kept these problems. Yeah, over here they need water. You can see like there's this closed tip that I told you about from not watering enough. This shelf did not get enough water. But yeah, it's alright. We can manage it. It's just too many cacti in here. And I potted everything in decent pumice. Pumice is great for these kind of situations. That's why I still have it. And I will probably not use it for large plants anymore. But everything like smaller that needs a little bit of extra drainage in the soil, for that it's great. I don't think there are many minerals that have the same ability to store water and nutrients, but at the same time is so fast draining, so well draining. It's a good medium. It's not an accident that it's used so widely, but yeah. The problem is you knock against something and this stuff flies everywhere. That might not sound like a problem, but you are working in this too. So keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the end of my video. Just want to thank you all for tuning in, for staying this long. Somewhere in between, I realized I have a hard time like talking from the Lyme, but I got it under control again. But it's a constant effort, and I need to I had a lot of problems with the muscle stuff and all, so I sometimes it comes through and I need to correct it when I do it. And yeah, I will try to do that long term, because it's also important to get the muscles back to where they were before. Okay, thank you for tuning in. If you want to support the channel, you can do that patreon.com/cactusjerk. I have a cactus video series for supporters on Patreon and also on YouTube. And yeah, it's good. Take care. Bye.